people of the interwebs, and welcome to this week's edition of Transformer of the Week, where I'm going to be looking at this guy. This is Transformers Prime Ratchet. He's an ambulance, as all good Ratchets should be. Look at this thing. It's a deluxe. It's a little tiny roly deluxe thing. White with red stripes. It's an ambulance. Oh, I love it. It's just a little bit dinky. It's a little bit fun. It's compact, and you can feel that it's got lots of transformerness, transformationness stored, packed inside of this. And it does have these translucent windows, and some of the red that's come off there. I don't know, it almost seems like it's been either rubbed or almost chemical, it looks like, because it feels slightly bubbling on the translucent thing. But that's just mine. Yours could be fine, or you might not own this, and, you know, we're lost already, really, haven't we? But look, it's an ambulance! There's lots of little panel lines and stuff where this said transformation takes place, but there are more, molded details of doors back here. There's a big gap here, but compared to some of the gappiness, that's forgivable nowadays, isn't it? There's some things underneath that could very well be parts of robots. Got some yellow in as well from sunshine on this one. Oh, that's very yellow. That's on his back, and I'm pretty sure that faces away from the sun. Where he is. Okay, so I don't think this is official, but I've stored his weapons back here. These are two surgical knives, scalpels, if you will. And you could have these, you could weaponize your ambulance by sticking these up top the Hospital of Death. There's always a reason for some of these things. There's not always a reason. Don't, start reading into things that there's not a reason about. But today, the t-shirt was planned. Oh, you could do that. Like, have some stabbing, scissoring things. Why would you do that? He's a medical character. Ratchet is here to heal you up and be grumpy while doing it. Oh, that's what I love. Let's just turn him into his Grumpmeister right away now. So, stop that. What you do is you just have to start just taking things apart, really, unpegging things. So we'll start with this section here that will turn out to be his legs. So if we just unpeg these here. So it's like that. There's lots of panels, and it's a lot of just unfurling panels and then swinging them back into whole new places. Like so, like that. There you go. That's a nice foot. There you go. Do that. Swing this round, or like so, and there's his legs. So now we just need to get into his arms. So these fold out like so. Ta-da! Ta-da! And then that, look at that, there's like 3 panels, and around, and bring his hand out. Just love that, just 3 panels. So we flip his hand out and just roll that around. That's what I love. There's lots of like Prime things that do this kind of wrap around kind of thing. And then epic head reveal. There we go. How you doing, Ratchet? And there you have, there's your little grumpy medic in his own right. So I think it was Animated that first had this older, grumpier Ratchet as the medic. It was kind of an amalgam of both Ironhide and Ratchet. So you had Ironhide or Cup Sage and, you know, the medical profession of being a Ratchet, and just kind of just made this character, just made Ratchet just stand out in the animated show. I mean, there wasn't many characters. Like, there isn't many in Prime. So when they brought Ratchet into Prime, they also did this older, grumpier medic, lovingly voiced by Jeffrey Combs. Is absolutely wonderful. Just the amount of emotion he gives Ratchet. I needed that. That sounded nothing like him. But, you know, that one liner plays as a joke all the way through, and then finally, when, spoilers, Optimus Prime destroys the Omega Lock, it's just the pain and just... Look it up. It's probably on YouTube or something like that. Just Jeffrey Combs as Ratchet, Omega Lock scene when he finds out and he tells Prime I needed that, and just lets rip to him. He's probably... I tear up listening to Jeffrey Combs' voice performance of Ratchet in that scene. That's just me, maybe. I don't know. If you tear up hearing Jeffrey Combs when he's finally his soul, his spark is deflated after he realises that he can no longer rebuild Cybertron because Prime has destroyed the Omega Lock. If you tear up, let me know below, because I do. So he can hold his ratchets, his spatulas, I was going to say, his scalpels. Thank you very much. You can hold that, like so, like a couple of daggers. You can also flip his hands down like that, so it has more of the in-show kind of application where they'd just be transforming hands, or you can have one back here. What you can also do is you can just, again, not in the instructions, you can store these back here like that. It kind of gives him his behave yourself sunshine. Kind of gives him his little antenna that he had on his backpack. So all in all, you know, he's this great looking van thing that transforms into this just proper transforming robot man. He's got some light pipe, and I don't know if we can pick that up on this camera. And he's got, you know, good range of, you know, butterfly joint, the ball joint, bicep swivel, elbow joint, kind of wrist. I always say wrist. I don't have a video. Wrist, swivel. It's not a swivel. It's a up and down there. He's got that. He's got a waist joint. That is nothing to do with the engineering of his transformation. So they've just put that there, a waist swivel in there, just for fun. They don't do that anymore. Thigh, swivel, knee, and he kind of got a bit of play in his feet and heel that you can roll around. I use this as in my Generations collection as my Ratchet. He does look good next to Drift. I've turned into Jonathan Watts. You can't say R's anymore. Dwift. He looks good next to Dwift. Ratchet and Dwift. Awesome. I just love this figure. I think sometimes we're all about the war toys, but sometimes to have a medical specialist, a medical character who's there to save lives rather than to wreck them is amiable, especially in this crazy world that we're living in. And that's why he's this week's Transformer of the Week. Join me next week when there'll be more weeks, more Transformers, more chaos, more bad talking in front of the camera, because we know we all love that. You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, you can do none of those things, you can dislike, you can leave rude words back there. It's a free world we live in. We're going to keep it that way. Big up Manchester, yeah? Till then, take care of yourselves. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes, and 'cause you deserve it, Bestow, Fisto. This isn't going well, because again, the camera's not stopping. I'm trying to make a point. Bestow, Fisto.